Hey, hello, Matt. Welcome to episode 14, 15, 17, 87 of book 3 of the Westgate Irregulars. I am Eric's Guide to Be, the usual DM of this campaign. And these are the Dungeon Scrawlers. Take it away, Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin M. Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga. And I play Tsetseliya, a half-elf. I don't know what she is anymore.
Yes.
Stuff happened.
That's a good question.
That is, yeah.
I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to tell you about our sponsor. Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites iconic Dungeons and Dragons characters from novels, campaigns, and popular shows into one epic adventure, which includes Frida, Havilar, and Mahen from the Brimstone Angels saga. The game is available on PC and Mac, Steam and web, Xbox One, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, iPad, iPhone, and on all Android devices. Look, I did that without looking at the script, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's amazing! Awesome.
So if you play, or if you're interested in playing, you can type in the code at the bottom of the screen, that We Love code name. It will give you, if you type that into the chat, it will give you a code for an Electrum Chest that you can put into the game, get yourself some gems, get yourself some good stuff. And if you don't know what any of that means, you need to go split the screen, please. Stay here too. Check them out at idlechampions.com.
Question.
Yes.
Do the codes expire? Like, I'm sorry, but I haven't started playing that game yet. But if I collected those codes, could I like...
Our codes are good for a week.
Oh.
Yep.
And you just have to come back.
Yeah. Okay.
You can start getting them now.
Yeah.
Put your character in, start getting the codes, pile up all the stuff, and then you'll be ready to play.
Okay.
So I'm Rhiannon Held. I write urban fantasy is Rhiannon Held, the Silver series, and space opera is RZ Held, the Amsterdam Institute series. And I'm going to talk to some with my mic. Sorry. Well, let me do the sponsor if you can still hear me.
No, we hear you. Just keep going.
Okay. Our second sponsor is Norse Foundry Dice. According to their website, the Foundry was instituted to introduce a series of stronger weapons in a realm where most warriors use plastic light weapons. They set out to provide weapons of heavy weights and made of pure metal that would slash through enemies with a simple flick of a wrist. When each weapon is picked up, you can feel the heavy weight of the metal in your hand, giving you undefeatable power and strength. And when you roll the dice, it feels like you're skillfully smashing the rigid armor and skin of the monster horde. Norse Foundry offers other cool gaming accessories as well as metal dice, and you can find their store and more about them at norsefoundry.com.
They're hefty. They're good dice.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Yang Wang. I am a writer and a filmmaker, and I'll be playing the role of Stong Makguk, the very hairy heir of the Murder Bear tribe.
I'm Stephen Merlino. I play Sturge. And I also want to make an announcement. We had one of our founding members, Stefan Marmion, has this cool new thing he's doing called the Waystone Wargaming Speakeasy. And I put it, and they're raising money. He's raising money for it. It's going to be this killer little pub where you can play war games like Warhammer and all those really cool fiddly little games. And I put a link in our Dungeon Scrawlers website right at the top, right above the recap, and you can check it out. Check out the Kickstarter. It's going to be in Seattle, but there's other things you can rewards and so on you can get from it, and it'd be really cool if you helped him out. I called it Sir Shiny's Suzale Speakeasy because Suzale is the only city I could think of with an S off the top of my head from Faerun, and we don't know.
You know what? I think you just established that's where Shiny is now.
Is that canon? Okay. Okay. But it's really cool, and I'm excited to see it myself. But you can check it out and check out the link. There's video and stuff. Speakeasy. Just check it out on the Dungeon Scrawlers site.
Hi, I'm Emily Tang. I'm a writer and game designer at Wizards of the Coast. Disclaimer, all thoughts and opinions expressed in the stream are my own and do not represent Wizards of the Coast. And I play Caleb Amikir, and a very Necromancer with commitment issues.
Hey, I'm Rainey Henderson. I play Rogar Battle Baron, Dwarf Cleric, and Baby Gay.
More like adolescent gay these
Adolescent
days.
Gay. Well, I mean, assuming that he went off to the docks at the end of the last episode, like I said.
All right. So did we decide that's what happened?
I don't know.
Okay, because it's important for setting up the map. So tell me right now, Randy, is that what happened?
Everyone kind of went their separate ways. I think Tsetseliya needed some Tsetseliya time, and Stong was wrestling with Sarshan, I think, and I think I went off to like just kind of.
Well, maybe after we talked to Illyra, because Illyra came in when we got back from talking to Huani.
That is true.
So hopefully she'll have some kind of answer for like how we can keep the Golden Raven away for long enough to make a plan.
Excellent. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to have Rogar at least start in the Purple Lady, and then you can take off at some point if it seems appropriate to do so. Does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay. I'm almost done. Just 1 second. Before we get into it, so you heard the recap that Shay delivered, but I wanted to mention something mechanically significant for a second, which is that in D&D, there's some gray area around certain mechanics and certain expectations about the lore, and people can disagree about how the lore works. And really the answer is, it works the way it works at your table. Go with whatever works for you. In this campaign, when a warlock pact is severed, sometimes warlocks lose all of their abilities. And that is what has befallen Tsetseliya. Aaron's
That's fair.
I mean, it makes sense.
So is your character sheet just
I think
2 abilities right now, Aaron? Like you could attack or you could dodge?
I didn't change my character sheet, and maybe I should make a copy and just take the. Can you even will it even let you just take out the class? What can I do? I have that Wand of Paralysis, which has a DC 15 saving throw.
You can,
I have a crossbow and a dagger that I'm assuming Tsetseliya has like left under her bed because she never ever has used it.
I mean, Rogar would say to her, you are definitely more than your power, Tsetseliya. That was the least. I mean, that's just something you could do. You are the one who like gets us into places, who convinces people what needs to be convinced, who gets us the information. You have like led this group, and you didn't have to use your power to do that.
Okay, well, before we go too deep into it,
that's what he would say to her.
Okay. So, all right, do we have Roll20 up?
Showing it now.
Excellent.
Nice map.
Ooh.
Thank you. I built it this afternoon. Your destiny has arrived. The heart of the piercing intoned. I dissolve our pact. I take from you your power, that which was borrowed and for which you have bargained. The resonant words echo in the Purple Lady, even over the chorus of voices and murmurs and the music of bards. Your group alone heard them, and it seems you alone remember what happened. Was it a dream? A vision? Regardless, a cold emptiness looms where Tsetseliya's magic once burned, so it must have come to pass in some form. See the heart of the piercing there? And
She looks great, by the way.
Disappears.
Whoa.
I want to point out that art, I didn't make that art, obviously. It comes from Tribality, Fey Gifts and Bargains, which you can buy on the DM's Guide. Not a sponsor, but I really like the art, so that's why I gave you that shout out. Woo! Good job.
Nice.
Anyway, The firelight glitters in Lady Illernathlin's yellow eyes, which scrutinize you with the intensity of a hungry wolf on a winter's night. My apologies for the delay, she says. I am told you have been waiting for me, but I was away on other matters. I have only just returned. You seem to have had quite the shock in the interim. How may I help? All right. This is the purple lady that you find yourself in. Just going to look around the map for a little bit. Get your bearings. There's Tsetseliya. There's Skaha, who is kneeling on the ground, kind of feeling at herself like she obviously just had a sensation of being really, really hurt.
She is not full of fragments of glowing green spear anymore.
Nope. Those things have
good for her. Good
dissipated.
For her.
Artemisia was a wolf. Is she still? Well, I suppose she could turn back.
That seems like a question for you, not for me.
Well, I didn't know. Anyway.
Yeah, whatever works for you.
I mean, as long as she's a wolf, like, she's gonna sniff around because that's what the wolf does. So.
I don't remember if I did this last time, but I think Tsetseliya would like try to get the magic. She's gonna summon David before, and she didn't. Can she summon David? I'm guessing I can't summon.
Yeah, nothing happens.
No, not David!
No.
Now, did she summon her axe? I thought she was able to summon...
Can I summon my axe? That was not the...
No, you
Okay,
cannot
wait, no,
summon
that
your
works,
axe
sort of.
either.
Oh no!
The axe
Hey, don't
is
forget to
formed of
level up your
power.
character, Aaron. Level her up to level 13. There's so much cool stuff.
So I'm also drawing in some purple curtains because that's what the purple lady is known for. These hanging silks.
I like
Switch
it.
Artemisia behind her ears.
Tsetseliya, how do you feel?
I'm missing something kind of important right here, and I'm not drunk anymore, am I?
No. Sarshan helpfully cured you of your drunkenness.
Oh, timing.
Rogar will lean to
No,
Artemisia.
it doesn't work.
Oh, Sarshan, we're wrestling. Where are you going?
Artemisia's gonna run over, and as a wolf, she's gonna say, can you still be a wolf? Is that can you understand me? Can you be a wolf?
I assume yes. I'm gonna turn into a wolf, because if she took that too, then I think she's breaking rules and she has to give all of it back.
Yep,
I'm pretty sure
you
that's
turn
how that
into a
works.
wolf.
There was an interesting...
Okay, I'm gonna change back.
Oh,
'cause-
being a wolf is better, isn't it?
I know you want to play, but this is really bad.
Okay, sorry.
Wasn't there something about her brother? What was that?
She said I have to go to her brother, Nenduin the Hunter,
Ah,
because if I take her pact power against the Golden Raven, because the Golden Raven has that power, it's not gonna work.
so she's done you a favor. All you need to do...
I don't know. That guy is like, maybe, I don't know.
Well, let's
Should I
find
be
out.
running in? Oh my God.
Let's find out.
Illyra says, you know what? Maybe we should go have a drink.
You need to fix things too. Let's definitely have this conversation now.
Oh, excellent. Who's that? She points at Skaha, who's still going.
Really
Well,
wanna
Artemisia
say a
wolf,
drifter.
despite the fact that Illyra can't understand her, is going to be like, that's my mom. She's Pack. She's not very nice, but she's still Pack.
Hmm.
So Illyra gets like,
Sturge will say, she's a cat lady from around the corner. We brought her in for a drink and she's reacting badly.
I think she can still Actually, Niskaha lost her powers?
Skaha stands up, finally, kind of putting herself back together. And she says, What happened? You're not dead.
No.
She comes over to you and like reaches out to take your hands. She's like, you're still you.
Yes.
Yes, you're definitely still you.
Okay. Yep. Let's go with the cat lady.
Illyra says, "Would you like me to show this drifter the door?" Illyra's decked out in like adventurer gear, and she's got her sword. Like she just came back from doing stuff.
Oh, I thought maybe she was ready for business. It's the opposite. She's like, I just had a day. I feel like as much as Tsetseliya is like not here for Skaha's BS, I think at the same time, this is getting entirely too real when it was already real enough. And so she's a little like maybe let's not lose people. If I can't cast magic, maybe keeping other magic. I don't know. I don't know if I can make decisions.
Illyra asks.
That was in my head. I don't like you reading my thoughts, Illyra. Very rude.
Okay.
But yes, yeah. Apparently not. Apparently, I can't use it for this. We need to go somewhere private, please. Can we go somewhere private? Because right now I feel extremely exposed.
Please, follow me.
So before we leave, though, Stong wants to quickly lean over to Tsetseliya, and he's like pushing a dagger towards her, and he's like, "Do you still need this for?" And then he like points at Skaha. Are we still doing this?
She says I don't have to do it now.
But do you want to do it? That's the important question.
Yeah, I feel like yes, but also no, but also I don't know. This is a really hard day, Stong. A really hard day.
I will save this dagger for you for the future then.
Flip a coin.
Thank you.
But I got your back. Anytime you want to ice your mom, I will support you.
I have to keep that in mind. Is Skaha standing
right
Stong,
there?
Stong, if I was your mom, I'd kill myself.
Stong just like turns over and just looks openly at Skaha. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she looks back at you.
Well, if Artemisia can hear this, she's gonna go stand as a wolf in front of Skaha and sort of like try to be all like big and puffy, and she can't because she's really skinny. But she's gonna try to look impressive.
Well, Stong looks at Skaha and he's like, "Do you see how good a friend I am to your daughter?"
Thank you. Skaha reaches out toward Artemisia's muzzle.
What you doing?
She pets you.
Ugh. I'm going to definitely give Artemisia a look of disgust and follow Illyra.
Okay.
I am too raw right now to understand your needs.
So Illyra shows you to this room in the lower left. Anybody who wants to go there, that's the private room that is basically your second headquarters, right? That room they have designated. You have planned so many adventures around that table that that's basically your room. The bookshelf is full of books that are your books that you've scavenged from different places.
This is where I fall asleep during the meetings.
Yep, the barrels are full of your favorite drink, and it has a chest because every inn in every D&D adventure must have a chest where you can keep excess equipment so that you don't get overloaded. Anyway,
every time I walk in, I kick it in case it's a mimic.
Yep. It never kicks back.
Yet.
Anyway.
Sturge is going to cast See Invisibility, just in case there might be any spies in this room, or any divination eyeballs, like wizard eye or scrying or something like that. Just be sure.
All right. You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
The only one who listens in here is Sturge.
Skaha is about to follow you in, and Illyra just closes the door in her face.
Oh man, she is really taking a status hit here.
Okay. And
fill her
Illyra
in on
looks
what
at
she
you.
needs to know.
Okay.
If.
That is a harrowing tale indeed.
Oh, I meant after for Skaha. But yes, we can fill Illyra in. There's
Okay.
an alternate. There's a chronomancer that's trying to destroy the world and kill all of us. And we need to make sure she can't find us. And I know that sounds insane, but
Not for a week. Wednesday.
it's not.
It's like, that's a Wednesday.
That's fair.
So you explained to her the basics and you told her what you need. Okay. She says, well, I wear this. And she shows you her little star sapphire amulet, which is shaped like a mini pointed star. And she says it protects me from scrying. There's only the one, however. I would happily allow you to borrow it, but there are two problems. One, it only functions with someone who is wearing it. And two, I have a purpose for wearing it. And if I were to take it off for too long, it would not be comfortable for me.
I really want to know why she has to why she has to wear it.
I have made certain choices in my past and made certain enemies who are seeking me even now.
I didn't think we want to take your pendant. I think we need something like that for ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Yes, well, I might be able to find some other source of additional pendants that have a similar effect.
Oh, if that's keeps you from scrying, can you make one that keeps you from crying? Because that would be really handy too for this group, I think, right about now.
Why wouldn't you want to express your emotions?
Oh, I think it's good to express your emotions.
Kind of makes it hard to get things done sometimes. Artemisia is a half elf again.
I am
Crying's
working
one
on
letter
expressing
shorter.
my emotions better, she says. Shay and I are working on it.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Anyway.
So, just to clarify, we're on a little bit of a timeline.
Of course.
Unless, Mirren cast the non-detection ritual on us, so we're good for,
That
most
spell
of a day.
typically lasts for 24 hours, so however long it has been since then.
That would be a wonderful question for someone who's tracking the time, because it's not me and it's not Tsetseliya.
I think
It has
it's been
been
about
a couple hours.
Oh, okay.
It's like the evening and you appeared at noon.
It just felt like a year.
Yeah. Just felt like an entire
At
month.
least to
Jeez.
Tsetseliya.
Anyway.
Okay.
Well,
so where did that one come from?
I do happen to know, well, this was a gift from long, long ago. I do happen to know an artisan in Westgate who creates similar tokens. I could arrange a meeting, or I could try and acquire the amulets myself for you. You said you were on a schedule.
By acquiring them, do you mean paying for them? Or are you going to do something kind of bad?
If you don't want me to do something bad, maybe you should do it.
I mean, I think we could pay for them, right?
Well,
What's the ballpark here? Do we have an estimate?
It would help if I could talk to my accountant.
You mean the halfling? He's a halfling, right? Your accountant?
Wasn't he a gnome?
Or, okay, Badger is the gnome. But if you're talking about Doug Meyer's character, I think he's
Simeon.
a halfling.
Simeon.
He says
right.
yes.
Okay. Yes, in fact, he is out with his friends enjoying the evening just outside in the main hall, if you wish to speak with him. Or I could have him brought.
Bring him
Why?
here.
Okay.
I shall return. She steps out.
It's going to be Lilton.
You say that about everybody these days.
Rogar says,
What? Wait, what? Why? Where?
Oh, just a jest only.
Well, don't jest about him.
No, sorry.
You said we
Too
were
bad
on
we
a
can't-
timeline. Which timeline are we on?
Mm.
Oh yeah, Tsetseliya doesn't laugh. Aaron does, but Tsetseliya is just like.
Eric, can we say that the 2 golden beads that Sturge captured long ago have been identified by now?
Yes, they are prayer beads.
Prayer beads.
Mhm.
Mm.
Oh, that's nice.
Like the magic item. It's a magic item, right?
It is.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So the door opened briefly, and you could see Skaha still kind of like stalking around outside, moving around, kind of like a wolf might pace. Anyway,
Do you want me to shoot her away?
I feel like I feel like Tsetseliya might have just hit her limit and not really be able to make decisions at this moment. Because everything right now is going very wrong. So she's just gonna go kind of like, I don't know.
Or very right.
Stong looks at Artemisia.
She's gonna give Rogar such a look.
I mean, because you didn't have to kill your mother anymore. You didn't have to worry about her taking your power anymore. You didn't have, like, if we hide from, like. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Yeah, I guess Stong shrugs and goes to the door, and then he looks at Skaha and he's like, is there somewhere we can find you later? Right now I don't know, your daughter's really overwhelmed, and I feel like your presence isn't really helping her.
I mean, Artemisia will like sort of come as well along with Stong. And if
Still a
it looks
wolf?
like, no,
Still a
she's
wolf?
half
Okay.
elf now.
Yeah, Skaha is looking up at Stong like, I see that you are a good friend. And I believe that you care for her greatly. But I am going nowhere until I speak with my daughter.
Stong
Okay,
says,
Artemisia appears.
oh, here's one of your daughters right here.
Not the one she was looking for. Look, what
I care about my daughters equally. She looks down at Artemisia.
Stong, when Simeon comes back, just like work it out with him, like however much these pendants cost. Like we can take the monies from the Briarhouse repairs, and I'm gonna go and like deal with this.
Spare no expense. Got it. Okay. Stong walks off to go find Simeon and Illyra.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
If she destroys the plane, it doesn't matter if he fixes the house. So
Yeah, true.
Okay. Yeah, Artemisia and Skaha kind of step aside because Simeon's right there. He's like, oh, excuse me. Excuse me. You didn't have to move. Yang. He's there.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello. He comes into the room. I'm told you have a matter of coin.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I brought my ledger.
So Artemisia has told us that we have free reign of the repair budget for Briarhouse to use on these pendants that we really want to buy. So you could just go negotiate the price with Ilra and just buy, I don't know, there's like 7 of us, and then, including Sarshan, and then who else might need one? Ruan? So it's
I
8?
mean, if he sticks around, I don't know.
this is actually oh my god. Oh god, guys, what can she track? What can she might find? Well, she's not gonna find Illyra, so there's that. Like this, how do we keep this tight? Like,
I got it. We buy 20 of them. Just double the number, add a couple, and we'll have all our bases covered. 20, thank you.
20 amulets proof against detection location.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I think Rogar wanted like protection against crying, so you might as well just do both at the same time. Just
Protection
double
against
enchant.
crying. Okay.
yeah.
To clarify, is that against you crying or other people's crying?
Oh, good point. Calith, where did you come from?
You flew off when we landed, so I think you have explaining to do.
I think Kayla did just appear amongst you and just started talking. Whoa, where did you come from?
Hi, it's good
I was in the kitchen. She's been in the kitchen this whole time, just like taking all their bones from their roast chickens and just like forwardly trying to animate them.
The kitchen is right there, so that's totally reasonable.
Dancing chickens.
Yeah, she's got this army of like chicken skeletons now.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I love your resourcefulness.
I'm just seeing like 80s like claymation or like stop motion. Yeah.
Simeon is making notes. He says, I think we can afford at least some of that.
20 of them.
20 of them. Okay. Lady Tyrone's not here right now, so...
She authorized me to make the purchase.
Okay, sure. That's not my question, though. My question is, if you had to guess, how wedded is she to replacing the wall that her brother tore down?
If the plane gets destroyed, the wall doesn't matter.
Oh, good point.
Well, thanks, Simeon.
No problem. I will
I feel like
set
I should go
aside
with
the
him,
proper amount
but-
of coin in an account that you can access.
Oh,
Just
he's not
give
gonna go
them-
do the buying.
Just give them this, and he hands you a letter of marque, essentially.
Stong takes it and tries to hand it to Tsetseliya.
What am I doing with this?
You're the money person.
Oh,
I'm the money person. Oh, I
me,
am the money person. I am.
Oh yes, Simeon.
Maybe someone else could hold on to that. She seems to be having a day.
Stong hands it to Rogar. I guess Stong looks at
maybe.
Sturge and then he looks at Caleb
money.
and he's like, Rogar? You seem like the
Give it
least
to me.
sketchy one of the remainder of us.
Maybe.
Oh, thank you.
Maybe someone other than Rogar. He isn't good with small pieces of paper.
Did you have somebody in mind then?
Well, where's Lady Tyrone exactly? So, Artemisia,
Simeon.
you're out in the main room with Skaha.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it, Simeon.
And Skaha looks very upset and flustered and discombobulated. And she's just like, Yes.
Yeah, you can't talk to Tsetseliya right now, and I don't know when she's gonna be ready to talk to you, but don't push it. So you might as well just leave for now, since you can't.
She starts laughing genuinely happily, and she says, well, somehow this has all succeeded. She's safe. That monster no longer has her claws in her. Of her own free will. She just let her go.
Yeah, but she doesn't have any magic. Like, I mean, I was
that's a
never.
simple matter of time.
No. Well, this Nendoen.
Wait, what?
Well, wasn't that what she said?
Yeah, I know. That's what Skaha says. She says, wait, what? No. You cannot approach Nendoen the Hunter. No, that's even worse. No, I'm going in there right now, and I'm going to talk to her, whether she wants me to or not.
No. Oh.
All right. What you gonna do, Artemisia?
Well, Artemisia's gonna first stand in the way, seeing as she's got a strength of 6.
Noodle arms activate.
Arms activate. And then she'll consider casting a spell. If noodle arms aren't enough.
Skaha does stop. She doesn't want to like just step on you or something.
Okay.
She
Oh,
looks
I
at you.
know. She casts telekinesis and then she tries to do it on Skaha so that like she's up enough above the floor where her feet are just.
Okay. Should have anticipated that you would.
It is her kind of thing.
Okay, so yeah, the telekinesis kind of grabs onto Skaha and like holds her back slightly. It doesn't take full effect. You can't like just lift her up,
Oh, okay.
but you do slow her down. And she looks at you and she says, "Daughter, what are you doing?"
I am once again interceding between you and Tsetseliya because you apparently can't see how wrong it's gonna go, and that's all I ever do. And then the Heart of the Piercing is saying that you're supposed to show her the way or whatever. So I guess that you can't completely go away. So she starts rummaging in her bag, where she's got her spell components and stuff. And she comes up with the necklace that she made, that's semi-precious stones made to look like the butterfly that Tsetseliya made her take off when they realized that it was related to Skaha, if you remember that.
Yep, I do.
So she's gonna like look at it and then look at Skaha and then like sort of like try to slam it into her hands. And she could not take it and like let it drop.
Yeah, no, you
but
give it to her.
and then she's gonna sort of step back, and then she's got this like sense that she's gonna make a speech. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah,
and-
Skaha just looks at her expectantly.
So it's always you and it's Tsetseliya, and you're here to find Tsetseliya, and I'm trying to make sure that you don't find Tsetseliya because she's going to try to kill you, and you don't believe me, and so then you guys meet anyway, and then now you're determined to talk to her, and I'm telling you, don't talk to her now. Wait a little bit. Like, you're much older than me. Maybe you could have a little bit of patience. But it's you and it's Tsetseliya, and it's you and Tsetseliya, and Artemisia is not in any of this. And so just do whatever you're gonna do, and I told you not to talk to her, but you're gonna talk to her anyway, so I'm out. No more between you two, and when you get back from whatever you're gonna do, just come find me. I'm not going to look for you anymore. I looked for you, and because of you and Tsetseliya, and so no more. You find me, and it's only about me, and it's nothing about Tsetseliya.
Okay.
And then she's going to drop the telekinesis and then walk away.
Skaha looks at the brooch, and she looks up at you, and she says, "All right." Closes her hand around the brooch. And instead of going into that room, she slinks off in another direction and disappears into the shadows as a wolf.
Nice.
Yeah, maybe the rest of us are actually like when you turn around, the door's like cracked a little bit, and all the rest of us are just there like watching.
Your heads are like stacked in the doorway.
You do.
And then at the very
I would give her a slow
like,
clap.
just, like, chicken skeleton heads.
Yeah, the little chicken heads too are peeking.
Artemisia's gonna come back in, and she's gonna be sort of like, she doesn't even remember like what she actually said. She just opened her mouth and words came out. So she's like,
I bet there's wine on this table.
Oh,
Well, Illyra appears out of the shadows, and she is holding a flute of something bubbling, which she hands to Artemisia. And she says, "That was very well done, dear. Drink this now." Okay.
While Rogar and Caliph were kind of just sitting in the corner too, Rogar, I just wanted to say to her, you know, Caliph, I've thought about it since we've been back, and I'm sorry we pulled you out of your perfect world. Like, I worry that maybe we were being, I don't know, a little selfish. Like, I thought about when we tried to restore your wings, and I thought you wanted golden wings, but you really wanted bone wings, and I thought I did something wrong, but it's what you wanted. And then now we pulled you back, but that's not necessarily being a good friend, that we're taking you away from safety and happiness. So, you know, just to be chased by evil Tsetseliya, that doesn't seem right. And so I just for myself, I wanted to say I'm sorry if you felt pressured to do that, but if you choose your own happiness and safety over ours, I want you to know I support you and I understand that choice.
I mean, I chose to come back. It was the right thing to do.
I know. Tsetseliya can be pretty persuasive too, so...
I mean, she's saying that, but she's also still looking sadly at her little chicken army. Like, she's really thinking about the massive army with an undead dragon she had before.
Uh-huh.
That was the right thing to do.
Can you just imagine the arguments you would have had to have with Artemisia if you were keeping an undead dragon in Briar House?
At least it doesn't leave messes on the floor.
Yeah, I think Stong is gonna like look down at the chickens and then he's gonna be like, "Ah, that's so terrifying."
Go peck him.
Oh no!
The chickens all stand up straight and they go, and then they leap over at Stong, and it's like you hit the wrong enemy in a Legend of Zelda game.
Oh.
But they only do like
undead
1 point of
horde.
damage.
Please. Please, mercy. I beg of you.
All right, Artemisia comes in. She's got Czar in a campaign flute. Simeon's like, oh, thank the gods. And he hands Artemisia a piece of paper and then runs out of the room.
Artemis just looks at the amount and then sort of like, her face is like, oh god.
If the plane gets destroyed, repairs won't matter.
Okay, well, all right, Illyra, where are we taking this? Where am I taking this?
Okay, yeah, Illyra has followed you back into the room, and she says, well, I shall arrange a meeting with my contacts that might be able to assist you. It will no doubt be in the morning. Very few are quite as much a night creature as myself. Don't worry, your protective spell should last that long.
Just go shake someone awake and...
Or we could go back to Briar House and rest. Like, eat, take a bath, sleep.
These are not the sort of people that you shake awake if you want to get something from them.
Also...
There are plenty of people that you do shake awake when you want to get something from them. These are just not those people. I want to make that clear.
Also, quick point, I don't think you need magic to find us at Briar House, so if we're trying to stay away from the Golden Raven...
That's fair. We probably...
You are welcome
What if
here,
I just went there really quickly?
I suppose that wouldn't...
I mean...
What's the harm in that, I guess? What's
Where
the worst
would
that
we
could happen?
be safe? Like, what doesn't she know? I don't... Ugh.
Aye. Well, and if it might all go away tomorrow, you should at least get one last chance to say, to see Briar House. So we should
Question. Did you tell Illyra about the Golden Raven's identity?
You did not.
I didn't specifically, but we were like, we tell her everything. And so it was all summary. So that's a good question. Tsetseliya told everybody here.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Tsetseliya, sorry guys, I'm gonna do some like character brainstorming here. I think Tsetseliya really needs to believe that they are separate people, and she feels a little like everybody's going, but actually they're the same person. So I could see where she may not want to tell Illyra that it's alternate her, but I also don't see how that doesn't come out somehow.
Okay.
So maybe she tells her and she's sort of just daring her to say like, oh, okay, so it's you, you're the same person. She does it defiantly. She's just like making really intense eye contact with Illyra when she tells her.
Yes, evil shadow self. Totally on the same page.
Alternate timeline self, but yep.
I understand. So I suppose the real question is, what place do you not know of? Because if we can assume that she has a certain familiarity with you as her light self, then probably anywhere you would think to hide, she would think to look.
Then I don't know where it is, because if I knew it, then... But she's not me. She's not me. So
Of course not. No, Illyra is like 100%. Yes, I agree with you. She is not you. Totally different person.
I think Tsetseliya at this point is emotionally worn down enough that she really can't tell if Illyra is making fun of her with this. What would you not think of? Where would you not think to hide? So she's just going, okay, just tell me. Where am I not gonna think to hide?
She looks over at Sturge. Well, where would they not think to hide?
I rather like the spa in the mountains. I mean, if we have to hide.
You're right. Tsetseliya never
like,
seemed to really
yes.
like that place.
Oh my god, yes.
Tsetseliya would never think to go there, so the Golden Raven never would. It's perfect.
Sex and drinks, and what better way to, like, if the world's gonna end tomorrow, let's go to a spa. Let's do this.
Let's
We
not
know of
let
one
the world
mountain
end
spa,
tomorrow.
right?
Stop sounding so excited about that.
I'm not excited about it. I'm just like, I'm excited about living today as much as I can, because you don't know.
It takes like a day to get there, doesn't it?
Oh.
Well, we could
Well, we
fly
could-
or teleport now.
Oh, that's
Oh, aye.
right.
True.
We have other
Not everything.
options.
Get my-
We're the equivalent of Realms Rich. We don't need to
Aye.
walk or ride horses.
Your realm's jet setters.
That's right.
I must
I
say.
mean, I think I'm down with let's go with the first option.
but I must say, going to find this fellow, this brother of the heart of the piercing, would also be unexpected, and it would put us on the move and in a place where she certainly would not look.
We need those necklaces first, though, because
Aye.
if she goes, oh, they're not where I expected, let me just fire out my scrying bowl. And then she goes, ah, they're in the Feywild. Also, that is just that's a I need to talk. I need to think about things.
Aye, we need at least a day to like relax before we go off running for our lives again. Let's like.
The doors at the top of the
I'm
room
gonna
open.
exchange glances with Sturge, like, what is happening?
The doors at the north of the room open, and Shay comes in with a tray of drinks, and she's like, "Oh, I see she found you." She looks at Illyra. Illyra looks at her. Shay
Are
puts
you
the
gonna
drinks
fight?
down on the table.
Hey, Shay.
Hey! So I hear you're looking for anti-scrying devices.
Yeah, we already ordered 20 of them.
Oh, she touches the choker at her throat, which has a little blue gemstone. It looks actually like one of the points of Illyra's amulet, but when you look at the stone on Illyra's amulet, it's not broken, like it's perfect. And Shay says, "Oh, right. Well, I only have one idea, and it would require, well, probably resources that you don't have.
Like what kind of resources?
Like time travel. And Ilra looks at her like, really? This again? And Shay's like, look, I think it's a great idea. And Ilra said, we talked about this. And Shay says, hear me out. Actually have some drinks, then hear me out, because you're probably going to need them.
I feel like mucking around with time travel is the opposite of the things we want to do.
I mean, that's what the other one is doing, right? So we don't want to
double do it, so we get ahead of her.
Wait, so this is a thing you can actually do?
Wait, didn't you just suggest doing it?
Yeah, but it was just going to be a fun story. I didn't think it was really going to... Wow, this is really happening, isn't it? She drinks one of the drinks.
Okay, I'm voting we go with the local guy, the local person who can do this, and we don't have to do a time travel or a timeline jump.
I clearly started this conversation, so at least let me tell you the story so that you have the option, Shay says. And Ilra goes, it's all right. She looks over at Artemisia like, this is gonna be nonsense. And Shay's like, all right, so imagine for a moment that all you know about the world and the way the multiverse functions isn't true. There are many dimensions other than our own, other worlds, darker worlds than ours. In the far distant future, there's this place also called Westgate, but it's not the Westgate you know. It's very strange, and there are flying chariots and images that appear on flat surfaces like mirrors that people use to communicate with each other. Ilra goes, it just goes on from here. Get to the point, sweetly. And Shay says, right. In this far future world that I totally visited, and Ilra says, sure you did. And Shay says, in this far future world, there is a source of these crystals. And if you were to acquire it, each of you could have a choker like mine.
I feel like we should call this Plan B.
All right.
It wasn't really going to be a plan B. It was just going to be a fun story, but...
Cool. Shay,
could I?
Yes.
I'm so impressed that you time traveled.
I'm not. It was horrifying.
Can I insight her to see if she believes what she's saying?
Yes.
8. Great.
Yeah.
All right. It sounds totally preposterous to you, Sturge. It sounds like totally made up fantasy that's probably really, really buggy on release. Else? And then probably won't even be fixed for a whole year. What are you doing, Cyberpunk Red?
All the times to roll one.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Oh, Emily got it.
Yeah. To Kaleth, it sounds surprisingly feasible. Like, you came from a darkest Westgate, which was in the future, maybe not all that far. Maybe that's where Shay went. Anyway.
I don't feel like we want to traverse any other things that could be called darkest Westgate. I don't think the one we went to would be improved by the addition of flying chariots.
They didn't have horses either. They just self-propelled flying chariots.
How would you even control that?
With, like, levers? Anyway. And the weaponry. Everyone carried a thing that looked...
Invisible.
Sorry, I spoke over you. What did you say?
See, what makes sense to me is they had horses, but the horses were invisible.
Oh,
that makes more sense.
If I had one of those, then I could fly. Everyone else in our party, I think, can fly, except for me, maybe.
I don't think that was the case, Shay says, but honestly, like, I didn't really get up close enough to inspect. And the weapons. They have these things. Have you ever seen a gnomish, what's the term? And Ilra says, blunderbuss? And she says, right, it's like that, except that it fires magic.
Okay.
And people would load scrolls and potions into these weapons, and it would power them to fire blasts of energy.
I thought it was a big automobile.
So, out of curiosity, so we were talking about where to hide. Is the spa a feasible option, or?
Wait.
Ilra says, well, if you use the teleportation circle, Mirren does have a connection to the spa. We like to get away periodically. And Shay says, I hate that place. I am never going back there.
Yeah, these are the hot springs that we went to a couple of times before, right?
With the shadow Shay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's why Shay hates that place and is never going back.
Don't blame her.
I mean, I do hate that place, so I don't think. Nope, I can't think about this anymore. Just tell me where to go.
Okay, so most of us go to the spa, and I will stop off at Briar House just to make sure it's okay, very briefly.
Will you check
And
on
then I will
my
join-
witch house?
Yeah.
Oh,
Make
would
sure
you
you
get
leave some water
Rhubarb?
for it.
Okay.
Oh, you
Will you
Does it
water
need a
the witch
really,
house?
really big bowl?
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been home enough to make sure what exactly it needs. The book said a pool of blood every new moon, but also it didn't follow the recipe exactly. I think some water is good enough. Just like dump it around its feet. This should be okay.
I think that'll be just fine.
But tell me if it looks dehydrated, okay? Like if its shingles are flaking off.
Okay.
And Artemisia is gonna give the letter of marque to Ilra. Like, here's the money. Get us the anti-scrying.
Very well. I'll do that.
And when you have them, you know where to find us.
Rogar and
Well, I will until I give them to you.
Hmm.
She says Shay and I are
we
working
gonna-
on humor too, and Shay is like, "You're doing great." Anyway, Ilra and Shay leave you to your devices. Although Ilra also says, "I shall let Mirren know that you need to use the teleportation circle."
Thank you.
Rogar's going to say to Stung, like, I have to be honest, Stung, I'm surprised, like, you haven't already, like, gone to Mirabelle rather than come with us. Like, I mean, I thought it was such a powerful act of love when you gave her to, to Shiny, to, like, keep her safe from all the dangers around here and all the things attacking us and Tsetseliya and everything. And, but we thought maybe she was gone forever. So if you need to go to her, I totally understand. Like,
Thank you, Rogar. But I really miss her. But at the same time, it made me realize that I didn't really know who I was outside of being an adopted dad. Like, my baby became my entire identity. And, Shiny, I mean, he's got her and they seem to be doing great. I message her every day and I ask her if she wants to see me. And I think both of us are kind of enjoying our time apart just a little bit. But I do want to see her. I just feel like, I don't know, the time's not quite right yet.
I understand. I just worry again, like, the world was almost destroyed by the Night King, or our world city was, and then we thought the world was destroyed, so, like, I wouldn't want you to put it off and then regret not seeing her.
So here's the thing.
I'm
afraid if I go to find her right now, I'm going to be bringing the Golden Raven right to her or something.
Oh, that's true. Unless you have that pendant.
I mean, well, yeah, we'll see if the pendant works. But, until then, like, I feel like she's safer with her other dad.
Oh, well, that's fair. That's probably true. And but if this world is going to be destroyed, you could be trying to find maybe another place that you could take her where she'd be safe. In that dream, you were in some kind of like devil world together. You seem to be doing pretty well together there.
That was teenage Mirabelle.
Oh, that's true.
But
that means she got to grow up to be a teenager. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, but I died in that world.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
No, I don't know. But I think that, at the end of the day, I'm doing a hazardous job right now. And I feel like...
Feel like what?
I feel like, I don't know, I'm conflicted. But at the end of the day, I think that this is for the best.
Can Rogar do like an insight or a perception on?
Sure, although it's just going to be Yang Yang telling you what happens.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted to see if he's if he's kind of going back and forth. I just wanted to get an insight if there was.
Looks like you got a 14, Yang Yang.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like it's like Stong's in one of those situations where sometimes the best thing you could do as a parent is to leave your kid alone. If I was I don't know, real sick or I wasn't in a good place to be the best parent. Because he feels some guilt from the previous wrong Stong thing. He wasn't the best parent to her at that time, and he wants to come to her 100%. And he wants a reunion to be joyous.
Okay, so you hear a loud commotion out in the common room of the Purple Lady.
What is that?
The door busted open and someone has come in and is bellowing loudly.
Sturge's gonna slip out and take a look. Is Stong outside the room?
No, he stepped in.
Okay. Sturge's gonna be, stealthy and just take a peek.
Really not happy. Okay, here we go. Okay, so you step outside the room, Sturge, and you see none other than the Raging Sorrow, very, very drunk, has come through the front door.
Go right back in. Okay.
Is there a window in this room we can go out of?
It's the Raging Sorrow. She's drunk and she's looking for us, I believe.
Is there a window in this room we can go out of?
There are no windows in this room. It is a dark, closed, secretive room, but there are two doors.
Trap doors?
Is there a place we can make a window?
You want to just shatter the wall?
We could see what she wants first, and then we could. Disappear.
Sorrow? Has Sorrow ever wanted something that wasn't, a huge problem? Or to hook up with Stong? I'm just going to make an assumption right now that you're not in the mood. But don't let me stop you, I guess. No, I'm sorry, Stong. As your friend, I need to stop you on this one.
Well, no, we're going to a spa. He could bring her along.
Oh,
Bring
no.
Sorrow.
I mean, look, all this sounds really complicated. Running away from this sounds much simpler.
I'm Team Shatter right now.
Well, could
There's
we
now
not
an argument outside, loud, raised voices.
We could
Do
just
we not-
teleport.
teleport? Let's use the helmet and go to the spa. Everyone
Okay.
join hands and
Well, didn't they have a circle? Didn't they have a teleport?
Yes, but
say
it's
they have
not in this room, and to get
Oh.
to the circle, we have to go through Sorrow, and we don't wanna.
You can
Oh,
teleport
she's
us to
scary.
Briar House instead
She's-
if that's what you wanted.
Very scary.
Yeah,
There we
we'll
go.
stop off at Briar House.
okay.
Okay. Stong, can I have that dagger, just in case?
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he hands her the dagger.
She's just
And you
gonna
notice-
hold it.
It's baby's first shiv.
Oh, is this the one I gave Maribel when she went to kindergarten? Oh. God, remember how tiny she was? Wait, is she still? I've gotten confused with all the different Mirabelles.
I mean, I haven't seen her in a while, so I'm not even sure myself. I'm sure she's still small though. Okay.
Right?
Hmm.
Logar?
Someone, it seems, deleted the art for Briarhouse from the Roll20, so
We'll have to use our imagination.
Well, can we take our break now rather than later?
yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
All right.
But
so
actually,
queue's up for
can I
10
ask you
minutes.
one thing? I've just been dying to know. I've been looking at these
Sure.
NPCs around at the tavern, and there's one lady right here. Right here.
Yeah,
I feel like I
also
need to
really-
know.
Yeah, seriously.
I just need to know what is going on with this lady.
Ping her again.
We're gonna see her again.
Oh, that one. Okay, ping her again.
Oh my god.
That lady is a sorceress or some kind of magic user of some kind. Like she has significant burns across her face, and like her hands are constantly crackling with magical power.
Oh.
I want
And
you
she
to
is
know.
sitting at a table with this woman who is clearly a drow priestess of some kind, who is looking around very superciliously. Like,
Looks very Bride of Frankenstein sort of.
yeah, anyway.
Like,
I want you to know I am curious. Aaron is curious about all of these people, but Tsetseliya would like to hit the gas.
yeah,
And it is killing me.
It sounds like they won't be here when you come back.
exactly. I want to meet them someday. It's not today.
Do a speed dating
Here,
thing where
drink.
we just go table to table and.
That's right.
Love it.
Okay, so you want that 10-minute break?
Yep, cue us up.
Okay.
All right.
Don't go
we'll
away, everybody.
See you in 10.
Welcome back. I wanted to give a shout out to Four Roses Distillery for producing this small batch bourbon that I'm drinking right now. Not a sponsor, but call us. Anyway,
Thanks for getting our DM slashed.
and
Can I have a
so
+3 weapon?
no, you have arrived at the Sunset Onsen, but before you got there, you took a side trip to Briarhouse. When you arrived at Briarhouse, you found the place in not terribly good repair. One of the walls basically has a big carpet hanging across this massive hole in the wall, and the carpet was slightly waving in the wind. There are a number of Shao workers there. You can tell that they have been working, but their tools have lain untouched for some time. Charity seems to be still living in the house, as does Varys, your seneschal. They were surprised to see you this late. They were not surprised to see some of you very drunk. Varys gave you whatever you wanted. So what did you do while you were there?
I would like to go. First of all, I would like to say, can I please keep my witch house? Because I know that was not a canon
Yep, your
episode,
witch
but you
house
did
is
a
just-
thing.
Your witch
Yay.
house is roosting in the backyard.
I would be very mad if you gave me that. Then you're like, but it didn't count.
No.
And Briarhouse made a little sort of shed roof, like awning roof type of thing, not over the witch house, but over the pathway to it, so that you can go from one to the other without getting rained on.
The house scratches itself on the.
Yes, that awning is slightly dented and bent, and you can tell the house has been scratching itself. But when you show up, when you appear, the house looks very innocent. Like, who could have done that?
I would like to check and see if the house drank any of the beer I poured out for it earlier.
Oh yeah, it's bone dry.
Okay, so that's good. That worked because the other things I've tried haven't worked, and I would like to not do the blood of innocence thing. So
Can we get
I
one of
will-
the chickens to one of the bone chickens to go over a little snack or something? Crunchy little
to
snack.
feed to the house?
Yeah, just out of curiosity, they'll take it.
The
I'm fine to see that.
The chickens have a certain interest in the house, a certain attraction to the house. And as soon as you come within sight, they amble over toward it. And they're like walking around it, and they peck at it periodically.
The chickens smell like sage and rosemary, by the way.
Okay.
Nice.
So only two of them? How many are
Sounds
there? How
tasty.
many are chickens?
Well, I said an army, but I'll leave it to you to tell me how many I actually get.
Okay. Let's say 6. 6 chickens. 6
You
chickens
should
go.
name them Sage and Rosemary and Thyme.
Sage and rosemary and thyme and paprika
Oregano.
and
breading.
oregano and breading.
Yeah.
Breading's my favorite. Funny.
Anyway, so they're poking around the house, and then all of a sudden, far too fast for a house to be able to move, it just kind of leans up and then crunches down and smashes one of the chickens.
Oh no,
The other
Betty.
chickens are like bark, 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 bark.
Getting my
That
mouse over
chicken
excited.
lifts itself back up, now without a head, and continues walking around.
Did it have a head?
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. I would like to go into my house
Mhm.
and fetch my dagger and my crossbow, which are very dusty. And I think that Tsetseliya, alone in her house for a minute, is probably like gonna just take some nice deep breaths. And also, I think she's gonna take the gold mask that they found, the one that they pieced together, and just take it out and look at it for a minute. But as soon as she
it
hears
just
anybody outside, she's
shines
just
back
gonna
at you.
put it back in her pocket, put it back in her bag, and
Okay. You can faintly see your reflection in the gold. It's that polished.
but it's all cracked, right?
Yeah, it does have lots of cracks in it.
Just to paint the picture.
It looks like, what's the name of that technique that the Japanese use when they're fixing
Raking?
ceramics?
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. It looks very much like that, with little veins of different material holding the mask together.
Nice. It's pretty.
Yeah, it's very pretty. Yeah, you just stuff it back in your bag. You see Sarshan standing in the doorway. And he says, "Oh,
Just getting some things.
of course." He steps inside. The house door shuts behind him. Can I speak with you for a moment?
Okay. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, perfect. I
Is
think you.
You're
think
gonna
you
tell me
misunder-
I did the wrong thing again. I don't want to talk about it, okay?
That wasn't the plan. I think you misunderstood what I was saying before. I think you're misunderstanding what I'm saying now, and that's not your fault. That's entirely my fault. I take that.
Oh God.
Look, he comes over to you and takes your hands in his hands. You did not do the wrong thing. You did exactly the right thing. You did exactly what you should do as a person, as yourself. You made your own choices. You were doing exactly the right thing.
But no, because you,
Well, not
you did
everything's
not.
gone for you. It's true. It's true. I was
No,
angry
I
at
mean-
myself, not at you.
What? Why are you angry at yourself?
Oh, lots of reasons. But you helped me see that I had not failed in my vow to make you happy. It had only been a slight delay. I still plan to make you happy.
What? What? Oh my goodness. Okay.
And then he
Sure,
hugs
sure.
you,
Okay.
and then he pulls back and he says, "I will never leave you, Tsetseliya. I would never judge you.
Okay.
You are, you are the best person that I know," which is
Stop.
to say, okay.
Look.
He looks at you attentively. If he had a tail, it would be wagging.
Oh my God. Okay. So I'm gonna also think through this. So I think right now she's thinking like, that is a lot of weird weight to put on yourself. Like, for him to feel a responsibility for her happiness is like, on the one hand, she's like, oh, look, someone cares. But on the other hand, it's like, oh my God, that's a lot. And I don't think that she wants that, but also I think she's glad he's not doing the why didn't you say yes to let's go to the halfling afterlife and screw everybody else.
Yeah, probably the halfling afterlife would have sucked anyway.
So, I mean, okay. Listen,
I am listening.
this is a lot, and it's not fair, but you've been through a lot, and I understand that. I am feeling very confused about specifically the fact you couldn't tell me that you were being imprisoned and tortured by an alternate version of me, and I have some questions about how exactly this relationship began, but...
Well, you were there.
Okay, yes. In the strictly practical sense, I do understand how this started, but I do know this. I trust you, and I keep wanting to think that this is a trap or a trick, and I know it's not. And I just hope I hope that we can be happy and we can get out on the other side of this. And I don't know what's gonna happen because I can't protect you anymore, but...
Nope, it's my turn.
You are also lacking in some skills now, so...
Yeah, that is true. I used to be a witch knight, but now I'm just a knight. But I'm still your knight.
She's gonna hug him and stop trying to, break this down, because, again, she has enough on her plate, and this is an okay plateau for this. So she will hug him, tuck her head under his chin, and just be quiet a minute. Someone else was doing stuff here, too.
Yeah. Tsetseliya and Sarshan have gone into the hut for a moment. Artemisia, what were you up to here at Briarhouse?
Wardrobe.
Okay.
First, fingerless glove.
Okay, you're going through finding your appropriate wardrobe. Go ahead and list off whatever you want to list off.
Well, so fingerless gloves are the most important part because of the scars around the ring. And then also people can't see the ring anymore when she's got it under the gloves. So, and also she has the house rune on her hand. That's also something that's nicer to keep private, even though it's not really super noticeable. And then everything else is just changing out our wardrobe, packing stuff for a while, getting a bag with some changes of clothes, some stuff for so has her Mitzi. So Mitzi is her Tressum familiar for those in the joining us. Has Mitzi come back?
Yep, Mitzi is there.
So
she pads up to you and bumps against your leg while you're getting dressed and putting on clothes and putting them in your bag.
Okay, I trust him. She doesn't really have many.
Uh-oh.
What?
Randy just blipped and we've got to fix our visuals. Anyway, go on.
Brain, what? Mitzi. Oh, right, Mitzi. So Artemisia she's not a very good pet owner. She doesn't understand these things, but I'm sure there's some toys that Mitzi has decided are toys. So some old unraveled thread from something or stuff that she'll pack for the cat. So
Mitzi is busily putting those in your bag for you. She takes out a skirt and she's tosses that on your bed.
I don't need my cat telling me my style.
She says, apparently you do. You're distracted. Why?
Rogar was a little bit right. Tsetseliya, she's got a lot of stuff going on and I really want to help her, but I don't know if I can. And also, I mean, I'd like a break where I don't need to help anybody with anything. So,
Well, obviously that's impossible. If you were to take a break, you'd have to help me with this itch under my chin.
okay. I'm okay with helping with that sort of thing. She'll scratch
Okay,
your chin.
I'll allow it.
But I better I should see if I can find Bo, and I better go talk to Varys and Charity, and we should come up with some kind of solution that's better to like keep the weather out, since we can't repair the wall right now. And so Artemisia's going to go off into that.
What do you
like,
mean
all those
find Bo?
details.
He's standing right there. Missy
Can
says.
Artemisia see him?
No. But the cat can.
I mean, cats are going to see ghosts, so.
You hear a voice that says, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Sometimes Bo appears, gradually fading into view. Sometimes I walk into a room and I see something and it makes me forget where I am."
What did you see?
You. Anyway, you are leaving on another adventure.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to leave you in the house, but
Well,
I have to, so.
I am bound to this house, so it's all right.
I mean, if you ever want to leave and like move on, like we'll help you. Don't just stay because you feel like you have to.
No, I am staying for me and for you. But
Okay.
partly for me. If it was just for you, I would honor your wishes and leave.
Well, that's good. Because I'm relying on you to help defend the house while we're gone.
Oh, I'm very good at that.
Well,
He
good.
smiles a little unsettlingly.
Maybe it was better when I wasn't seeing him.
You don't have to worry. Time doesn't really work for me the same way it does for everyone else, so I won't ask you when you're going to be back. Just be careful.
Okay. Wait, it's good. I don't know when we're going to be back, but we'll be careful.
Aha! If we all killed ourselves and became ghosts, then we'd be immune to the Golden Raven's powers. Aha!
We should note that.
Yeah, time works differently for ghosts.
Call that Plan F.
Yeah.
How do we thwart the BBEG? Let's all just die. That'll solve the problem.
Fooled you!
Put that idea in the notebook and close the book. All right.
All right. Anyone else doing something particular at Briarhouse?
You're muted, Steven.
While Steven's on mute, Rogar will check on Roomba. But
Okay. Yep, Roomba is there, waiting in the basement.
they'll take him. They'll pick him up and bring him with, and put him in like a little baby Bjorn kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, Roomba happily comes with you.
Frankly, his plate mail really needs some cleaning. It hasn't had a good cleaning in a while, and it's starting to smell a little. So.
Let's see. Okay. All right.
You're muted
anyone
on
else?
you're muted on Google there, Stephen.
Sturge is looking for a package that was to be delivered to Briar House from the Elf Smith. Has it arrived?
So my question is, would you really have had enough time for this to have taken place?
I don't know. I paid him quite a lot.
All right. So
Is he or is he not the best Smith?
I gave him a letter of marque. I've seen Artemisia do this before. It's kind of a blank check thing. We have a lot of resources, surely.
Did you
Alright.
spend all the house money on a fast sword? Are we gonna have enough for the necklaces?
Okay.
I'm not there. This
I wasn't
is meta.
aware of a necklace need at the time, and so, hopefully that won't cause the necklace mark to bounce.
So you find a long package with the iconic and memorable goblin themed head.
Excellent.
And you open the package and find a cane, which is of smooth black wood. When you pull the sword free from the cane, it flashes with a faint green light in the moonlight.
Interesting.
That is a +2 rapier.
Excellent. He's taken my desires to heart.
There's a note.
It's going to be something snobby. He's always very snobby.
Do you read the note?
Yes, I'll read it out loud.
Well, your attempts to manipulate me by appealing to my ego and threatening my professional pride have apparently succeeded. I hope you enjoy the sword, and I shall be as much as I enjoy spending your money.
Excellent.
Come back never.
He's actually becoming more civil. Mr. Whippy, it's good to see you again. It's going to put him.
And then a thought occurs to you, Mr. Whippy the second.
Whippy 2.
Come on, son of Whippy! Son of Whippy!
Wait, so what are your two weapons' names again? Because one is Whippy Jr., right?
There was a brief Shadow Whippy, which was the shadow blade that he summoned.
Shadow Whippy, Booming Whippy.
Honestly, the best answer I ever saw from Sage Advice on why the Shadow Blade spell, because it conjures a light weapon and that does some psychic damage, but people are like, well, why wouldn't you, if you're going to attack in combat, why wouldn't you just use a sword? And the best response ever was Jeremy just saying, anyone can fight with 2 weapons. And we're like, oh, okay, I get it. Anyway.
I don't get it.
You can conjure the sword, and then even as a wizard, fight with 2 weapons. Right?
Yeah, this is not like third edition or 3.5.
Yeah, you don't have to have feats and stuff to make the attacks. Anyway, whatever.
Also, if you're in shade or shadow, you attack at advantage.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great spell.
Not in shade or shadow.
Anyway, so you have Whippy 2.
Thank you.
Son of Whippy.
Whippy Jr. Son of Whippy. Whippy the second.
You can call your sword what you want.
M. Whippy, if you prefer.
Whippy 2, return to Westgate.
All right. Anyone else doing something specific at Briarhouse?
Lil Whippy, LIL. That's all I have to contribute to this.
Caleb thinks about it for like an hour.
All right, so I'm going to move us to the Sunset Onsen then.
Well, so Rogar, I mean, he's like, there's something weird has happened to my helmet. It requires a group hug to work. We have to all, like, we can't just hold hands. We have to have group hug to transport together.
Wait, what happened to your helmet?
What's that?
What happened to your helmet?
I don't know. Like, something about its nature changed. Like, maybe it was because I was,
Seems good to me. Sergeant hugs
I'm
Rogar.
gonna lean over to Caliph and be like, I think Rogar's having a mental breakdown. Maybe we should just hug him.
I don't know why you think that.
I said it to Caliph, Rogar! Said it quietly!
You just asked for a hug.
Say it in Elvish.
Yes.
You can say it as loud as you want.
I feel like Caliph would think Tsetseliya's accent accent is atrocious. She speaks like Boonies Elvish. I think Rogar's having a nervous breakdown.
I feel like Caleb has an accent too, but it's like, a aristocratic British accent.
You have super posh Elvish.
But like among other elves, you obviously sound like you have an Avarial dialect, but only other elves can tell. Everyone else would be like, "Oh wow, she sounds amazing," and other elves are like,
What a snob.
Okay, so are we group hugging?
We are.
Okay.
He seems like he really needs a hug, I guess.
And Rogard teleports you all to the onsen. You appear outside the gates. Or, well, it's not really a gate because they're a peaceful place.
There's always a slight chance it might not work. Do you want me to roll for that or for narrative purposes?
Yes, I do want you to roll for that, please.
All right.
So what's the chance? No, he doesn't tell us.
Yeah, your mic is doing something really weird.
Huh.
Is anybody else hearing that? Or is it just me?
Yeah, I'm hearing it too.
You sound like a helicopter.
Let's see. So,
let's see.
So I rolled a 19, and I don't know. Would you say I'm very familiar or
very familiar? You have been there.
Okay.
You got naked there. You prayed there a few times.
This is the determination.
The faith.
How undressed have you been in this place?
The faith there is very similar, or at least very comfortable for you.
Okay. Well, I rolled, but it's funky in the spell thing. Oh, let's see. Oh, it's a table. Very familiar. 19. I'm off target.
All right.
Which means you and your group appear a random distance away from the destination in a random direction. Distance off target is 1 die 10 times 1 die 10% of the distance that was to be traveled.
Good. All right. Roll d10, please.
All right.
Oh, good. So
how bad is this?
10, and then roll again times.
So that's
10 times 5. 50 miles off the. Oh, 50%. So
50%.
at least
50%.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ooh, we're halfway there.
Well, the Golden Raven doesn't know where we are.
We don't know where we are.
Mic echoing thing.
If they were spying on us somehow.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a second.
Okay.
Sometimes characters do this. They just throw like a completely unexpected curveball at you, and I'm just going to need a minute to adjust.
Steven, I have a silly thing that's not about this game.
What's that?
I was looking on the Lush website. Are you familiar with Lush? It's like bath stuff.
Okay.
She bath stuff.
Okay.
But they have these like things that they'll like that you crumble them under. They're like a compressed bath bomb, like a bath bomb, but it turns into bubble bath.
Okay.
But they have one that's called Mrs. Whippy. And I stopped for a second. And I was like, I don't think I know Steven well enough to buy this for him, but I really want to.
Oh, that's awesome.
So if I was sure you took bubble baths and that wasn't a weird present, I would buy it for you.
Why is it called Mrs. Whippy?
I think because it makes like big whipped up bubbles kind of thing.
Yeah.
It looks like a little spiral, but I saw it and I immediately thought, look, Sturge bubble bath.
That's awesome.
So if you ever decide that your rapier needs a companion named Mrs. Whippy,
Bride of Whippy. And then she becomes
Bride of Whippy.
This seems like this sort of bizarrely elaborate, like, thing that Sturge would do, and then we'd be like, is he serious or is this a thing? Is this performance art? To wind it back to the hangout, or
Funny, especially at the spa, he could check Mrs. Whippy in one of these pools.
chuck it in, goes, bubble bath.
This is what happens when Eric lets us talk amongst ourselves. All right.
Clearly, this is a mistake.
It does seem a very Sturge thing to throw, like, mischievously throw bubble bath into all of the.
She's like a sword wedding.
Yeah.
The show becomes a sword wedding. And you're like, everybody pay attention, and we're all like, for real or for? Is this an artistic thing or a trap?
We dressed them up.
Or is this like part of the whole woohoo God thing?
You know, the more you talk about this, the more I think I'm in. Like, I want this to happen now.
I mean, people name their swords. They give them personalities. It's just, I guess, the next step.
You just gotta find Sturge a sword. And the sword really has to have chemistry with Mr. Whippy, because you can't ask Mr. Whippy to marry a sword that it doesn't really like.
Yeah.
Also, if it's going to be Mrs. Whippy, it needs to identify female and also be okay with changing its name. Or maybe her name's already Whippy.
Yeah.
That could. I don't know how many last names are floating around the sword community.
That's true.
Sister Whippy.
Okay,
They
so
wouldn't be married at all.
so maybe Song wants to take the time to pull Sturge and Artemisia aside, and he's gonna say like,
Yes, actual character conversation. I encourage.
Artemisia also had
I
something
didn't think we could talk.
she
I
wanted
like that
to,
wedding plan, yeah.
to tell Stong. So
Okay,
Pull
let's
them
switch that.
aside and be like, what is your opinion on bubble baths?
Okay, so he wants to pull them aside, and then he'll just like, hey, we just need to talk some quick business. We'll be right back. Just give us like 5 minutes. And Stong's going to make sure that Tsetseliya is not listening, and he's going to say, hey, how much do you guys actually know about Tsetseliya's past?
literally almost nothing. Like only the things that I found out other ways, and then she had to like admit to them.
What other ways?
Well, I mean, because she had to say who her father was, because we needed him. And there was a letter that was addressed to me if she hadn't, like, gotten back, but she did, but then I saw it and I thought it was still addressed to me. So I didn't read her mail. It was addressed to me if it didn't make it to her.
You totally read her mail.
What about you, Sturge? Have you picked up anything?
No. Everything I know that I thought was proprietary knowledge is now public knowledge. The Heart of the Piercing, the Warlock Pact.
Her father was awful.
Yeah.
So Artemisia.
And she has something about like monsters with like bones. Like she's sort of kept a lid on it since Kayla's wings have been like that. And I asked her friend, because he mentioned a monster, I think, bone claws, and I don't know what those are, but I mean bones are involved, and so there's something with those. But I asked him about it, and then he never wrote back. So.
Can I make a sort of knowledge check to see if Stong knows what bone claws are?
Yeah.
What kind of check?
Arcana, I guess.
Okay, natural 1. It's a total of 5.
Make up a story. That's what you believe.
Okay. Stong's like,
Sturge.
Oh, go ahead.
Sturge may know. He rolled an 18. On the arcane.
I will tell you what a bone claw is. It is.
Wait, I want to hear Stong's made up story.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so actually, we had bone claws all the time back at the swamp. Every time we had Headsgiving, somebody would inevitably collect a bunch of claws and then give them away as little gifts. They make excellent like head massagers. You could just use the little fingers like to push on your skull. And they were great for holding, like, you could just stick the claw into the wall, and they were great for holding your coats and jackets and stuff. Why would she want those?
I'm assuming with an 18 that you know a bone claw is a kind of undead creature. It is created by necromancers, I believe, although I should look that up. But its defining feature is it does have extremely long curved fingers that it will pierce things with. It is also intelligent. You could have a conversation with a bone claw, but it wouldn't be a good conversation.
So it's actually, but it's actually during the lich making process, like something goes wrong, and so like a bone claw is made as a byproduct, and then they latch themselves onto like a source great hatred. Usually that's like a person.
This is okay. So this is one that I think is different for different editions.
Oh, I see.
Because that's also not what I thought it was. But yeah, you got the gist of it. It's intelligent. It's skeletal. It has really big, like, scary claw hands.
And also welcome, Raiders.
Hey, Raiders. Right on.
Maybe this is a good time to flash back into the encounter now that the Raiders are here and someone's going to get advantage. All right, we ready for this?
Where are we?
Well, the teleportation happens.
Oh, right.
Whoa.
And you find yourselves in a dark, dank, dripping, underground layer of some kind.
Ugh. Well,
Man-made
they
walls.
let this place go.
Hi.
There are faint purple flames burning around you.
Oh no.
And you're gathering your senses there, and you hear sounds around you.
Rogar?
Rogar,
that
where
thing
is
again?
this?
I don't think we're in the onsen. I don't think
Teleport
we're in
us
the
again.
onsen.
Teleport us again.
Come on!
As these multiple floating eye tyrants come toward you.
Oh my
They look
God.
like beholders, okay? But
Oh my
like
God.
zombies of beholders. Their great eye is blinded, but their other eye stalks are still waving around. Their flesh is hanging off of their bodies.
Are these walls? It's like
Those are our
sticking out?
walls, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Caleb has 5 more chickens. She's gonna send 4 and then 1 to each one. So just go. Distract.
I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative, please.
What? What? Can't Rogar just teleport us out of here?
Apparently not.
Ooh.
I don't have anything I can do.
You have a dagger and a crossbow.
I don't want to get close enough to an eye tyrant to use a dagger.
Don't forget to click on your icon before you roll.
Oh my gracious.
Sturge has a new spell. He traded out.
That was great.
I am excited. To
I'm
hear
very
this
excited. Teacher.
Teacher, you forgot to give us homework. All right.
I don't think this is one of those.
Oh, I sadly outed a kid for
Right.
that today.
Okay.
Eric, I have to call you out slightly. None of us are in our squares. What happened?
I
Just
tried
purged
to
us all.
position you in squares, but apparently it did not work.
It's okay.
Sturge infected us.
Well, the good news is these things are pretty slow.
Damn. Okay.
The bad news
So-
is one of them rolled very well.
Please be the one not by the squishy wizards. Wait, why are the squishy wizards all on the outside corners?
Question.
Because we were supposed to be going to an onsen!
Well, we're also in group hug formation.
Anyway, Sturge, you go first.
All right. Sturge is going to cast Blink.
Okay.
I hope it works
And-
better for you than it did for me.
Oh, a bunch of giant eyes that'd make them all blink.
Sure.
It's a good
That's how it
plan.
Okay.
So
you cast that spell.
he casts a spell, and
Anything else?
he's going to. Ooh, it's so.
So there is a corridor leading
Yeah.
off into darkness this way.
He's going to go to this spot here and peek around the corner.
Okay.
He's not standing in the middle of the hall there. He's just peeking around the corner.
All right, so you leave the group hug to go peek around the corner.
The group hug failed already, right?
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
I think we let go of each other when we landed. At least I think Tsetseliya would be like, "Oh, we're at the spot. We don't have to do this anymore,"
Oh,
and then gone.
Okay, so you
Oh.
see another chamber.
yeah. Anybody in it?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Because if there is, maybe they're friendly.
Sure.
Ugh.
It's possible.
17.
You don't see any people or creatures in there.
Okay.
You do see that the room is full of alchemical implements and what look like torture implements.
Huh.
Yeah.
Or someone who has hands?
Probably.
Huh.
I
Okay.
mean, you're not an expert when it comes to torture,
Mm-hmm.
but you
But I would
suspect that hands would probably help with those things. Yeah.
And these floating balls don't have hands. Okay. Sturge is going to go right here and just hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check, please.
He's okay. And yeah, because he's already done his big action.
Okay.
27.
Artemisia.
Yeah. And next round he's gonna deliver some damage.
Some pain.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. At the end of this round, I
You gotta
roll
roll your
back.
blink.
Let's see if I
Roll a
blink.
d20, please.
Here it comes. Bam. Nope.
Oh.
All right, nothing happens.
Okay. It's cool.
Okay, Artemisia's turn.
Okay. Well, I got this cool new spell and it's burning a hole in my pocket.
Me.
Sorry, I have the turn order wrong. It's actually one of the creatures, and then it's going to be Artemisia's turn.
Oh, well, fine.
My wife just got this book. She's really excited about it.
Good. Sorry, I needed to clean up the initiative tracker a little bit.
So Artemisia, Sturge, as I was saying, like basically, I'd really like to hunt down Tsetseliya's past at some point and figure out where she's really from. And I figure Sturge is good at the sneaking.
All right, so this creature comes looming around the corner.
What happened to that conversation? It really didn't. We didn't get
Well,
to.
It looks like that,
Artemisia
by
had
the
something
way.
she wanted to say too, so we should finish it before the end of the session.
Mhm,
You all see
yeah.
it
Did
in
we-
the DCP?
We got
Yes.
zapped into the holder room.
Okay. And it is going to unleash one of its eye rays at you.
Why did we
Which
end up this
you?
way? That's so strange.
It's going to pick a random target. It picks a random eye ray. So, D4.
Well,
I know
Rogar
you
will give
turned
an
to
three.
stone.
an
And
eyebrow
then it
ring.
picks a random target. D8. Ooh, 8. That means I'm just gonna pick a target. So that's gonna be Calith that targets.
No, Calith.
I mean, to be fair, you are the closest to it.
How random was this really?
Calith, I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution save, please.
You should demand an audit.
You did send chickens at it, so.
Hey, there was only a 1 in 8 chance that I was gonna pick somebody.
That's an 8.
That's an 8? Okay, you take 36 necrotic damage.
Do I have immunity to necrotic damage?
I don't think you have immunity to necrotic damage, but I think you are resistant to necrotic
Resistance.
That makes sense.
This isn't a ranged weapon attack, is it, Eric?
damage. It is a targeted creature must make a saving throw, so it does not require an attack roll.
Okay.
This is not actually a ranged attack.
No, wait.
Okay, good question. All right, Artemisia, your turn. So the thing, one of its eye stalks came forward and shot this ray of black energy. So it's kind of this like shooting out this gas of energy that surrounded Calith and started sucking the moisture out of her body. Fortunately for Calith, her body doesn't have very much moisture to begin with. Yay!
See,
All right, Artemisia's turn.
Well, I was gonna do the like cool thing for the hell of it, but I feel like maybe I should do the sensible thing instead. Because Crown of Stars will look badass, but you can only do one of them at a time.
Yeah, you
whereas
can.
Chain Lightning, I'll hit one of them and then I'll hit the others. So I think I'm gonna do Chain Lightning, see at least what that does to them. So
Reliable.
yep. Well, if it works, it works.
It's a flashy, exactly. It's a flashy old reliable.
Literally.
I can never remember versus.
No.
Okay.
I believe it's a dex save, right?
Yes. And it is
Dexterity. Their one weakness.
Well,
it
you
rolled a
know.
4. So how much damage? I assume you blasted the one that just attacked?
Yeah, and then it goes to 3 others. So.
Oh, geez. Okay.
That and
Those 3
jalapeno
others
juice.
have to be within line of effect to it, probably.
Within 30. Oh, so I should start counting. So maybe I can't make.
You can only hit 2 of them. You can hit this one, and you can hit this one.
Okay.
The others are a little out of range and also around a corner. Unless you want to, jolt that lightning over toward your party.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I'll go for the 2 of them. And the damage is in the. So that would be 43 for if they didn't save.
All right. Well, one of them definitely did not save. The other also did not save. They take a lot of lightning damage. Are they immune to lightning damage? No, they are not. Okay, so yes, they do indeed take some damage. You said it was 43?
3.
Okay.
Yep. Still only got one of those, though.
Okay, it is now Sarshan's turn. Oh, I can hear myself echoing.
Whoa.
Weird. I don't hear it anymore, though.
I blame the
Okay.
Golden Raven.
Yeah, it's probably her fault. Hey. You'd think I'd remember to open up his character sheet when I do this, but this was kind of a curveball that I didn't expect. So we'll take it.
So Stong.
No,
You were
I got
right.
it. I got it. It's all good.
It reminds me of Idle Champions dialogue a little. Sometimes you stop and have a conversation in between, enemy attacks. That's
Watch out, Tsetseliya! He runs past you, and then he swings his fiery sword
Oh my
at
God.
that beholder right there.
If I have to watch him die on top of all of this, I'm gonna be really upset.
Well, yeah, I get that. Look, it's just what the dice decide. It's not me. All right. It is me.
Yeah, I know. Are you explaining how D&D works to me right now?
Not intentionally. Okay. All right. Yeah. So he hit that particular beholder twice with his great flaming longsword, inflicting a certain amount of damage to it. Okay. So yeah, he hits it. The flames catch in its body and do significant damage to it. It is still up and about, though. Okay, Rogar.
Rogar will cast Flame Strike on the ball bag that blasted Caliph.
Okay. Oh, dexterity, its favorite. Oh my god, it succeeded. Oh, this is amazing.
And I
It rolled
really
a natural
too.
20 and got a 19 on its save. Woo!
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
So it takes half that damage.
Aye.
Okay.
Half of 13 radiant and half of 18, or 13 fire and half of 18 radiant. So whatever, 6 and 9.
Okay.
15 points.
15 points of damage. All right. So
Aye.
this blast of flame appears. Okay. The creature makes no sound of pain or anything. It is undead. It is beyond pain.
He says, "May my blessed goddess strike you down."
Caliph. All right. So your eye buddies are here. And they would like to join your undead flock, please.
Would they really?
Yeah, but only if you kill everyone else in the room.
Don't tempt her.
Caliph.
You do hear whispers in the back of your head that says, yes, choose a better path.
Does it sound like Merkel?
Oh, yeah. Yes, choose a better path. I am Merkel. It's really entertaining to me now, so I'm just gonna use that voice from Merkel.
See, Merkel has this bad habit of putting Caliph in unpleasant situations and then saying, yes, take the easy way out. Caliph
Yes, the
has-
easy way.
Caliph does not like these difficult situations, and she has found the best way to deal with them is to run away very, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
So,
With your friends.
yes.
Right?
Yes. I mean,
Yes.
obviously,
Let's
I
go
can't
with
leave you
yes.
here to die. Obviously, she can't leave me here to die. There's no doors or anything. So,
All right, what you gonna do?
Is the ceiling open to anything?
Okay, it is a 15-foot ceiling. Actually, it's 15 feet up to the bottom of the spikes that stud the ceiling.
Of course.
It's probably a 20-foot ceiling total.
Telekinesis.
Yes, you're in a Mortal Kombat stage. Why? All right.
Do I know if they actually see, or is it like magical sight?
It doesn't seem like they can actually see. All their eyes look blind and disabled. You suspect that they are perceiving you through some kind of magical sight or magical sense, yes.
Okay, well, let's just... If I send a bone chicken at each of them, how much distraction does that gain me?
You're not sure? You want to try?
All right, send a bone chicken at each of them.
Awesome. Okay, so the bone chickens. You deploy the bone chickens. That's what he's saying every game. And they go to distract the creatures.
Can I do that as like a free action?
Sure. It
right.
doesn't really consume any effort on your part.
Yeah. And then Ray of Frost, the one that attacked me.
Okay.
Nice. Range spell attack.
See if there are any chicken assets that I can use.
25.
Chicken assets.
Am I really gonna pay for a chicken? I'm not sure about that. Okay.
Yeah, you are.
You got a 25?
Yep.
Okay, 25 is gonna hit. Go ahead
Okay.
and roll me some damages, please.
18 and speed reduced by 10 feet until start next turn. And then Kayla's just gonna fly up as far as she can before hitting the spikes.
Yeah. So you're now 10 feet off the ground and hovering right under the spikes.
All right.
I'm looking for a good mini for the chickens.
What are the chickens doing?
This is what this game has become.
Chickens. Yeah, exactly.
So Artemisia,
you.
about what we were
What is
talking
that
about
doing?
before.
A little robot chicken. The little
Okay,
chicken
there's a
from Robot
chicken.
Chicken and put it in.
I mean, that's technically an owl,
Whatever.
but yeah, they're there. I will say
Anybody
that
wants to, actually, the mini that represents the undead chicken army, you can leave now. You're not cool enough for this stream.
on the plus side, this does create more targets for the creatures to attack, even if the chickens aren't super effective. Okay, Stong.
Distraction.
Okay,
You're muted, Stomp? Oh.
so if I wanted
You muted,
to...
Yang Yang?
Oh,
Or my-
I can't
interesting.
hear you speak, Yang Yang. Sorry.
Yeah, so I think the
If
stream
anyone
can
has
hear
that
me.
on the bingo card, that is the rare instance of Yang Yang being muted.
Yeah, but I think that's
Everybody
interesting.
gets
Are you muted
bingo.
on the on the OBS?
On stream, I'm not muted, but I think that...
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
So on,
now we can
on the
hear you,
stream,
yeah.
I was not muted. But anyways, so basically,
But we don't know what happened to you. Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, this is all being mysterious today. Anyways, so Stong wants to go. You said the spikes were 20 feet above us?
The bottom of the spikes are 15 feet. The ceiling itself is 20 feet. So the spikes are like between 3 and 5 feet. Yeah, they're
I
big
know.
spikes.
So, how heavy do these beholders seem?
They are large creatures. Probably the dead weight at, 500, 600 pounds.
Excellent.
Are you going to uppercut them into the spikes? Please say yes.
Oh, yes, I want to just yeet one straight into a spike, like a meatball onto a spit. So Stong is going to go over to this one.
There are walls here.
Oh, those are walls. Okay,
Those
so
are
he's going
walls.
to go over here.
So the only one who's right there that you can see is this one. Do you want to go past and potentially trigger opportunity attacks?
Just grab two of the eye stalks and swing them in a circle, and then
Sure, let's just do this one that's close.
Okay.
I don't want to get like petrified or something crazy.
Okay.
All right, what do I need to roll?
You're basically making a bull rush attempt, right? So
Sure.
you would do the same mechanic for that, which I think is an opposed athletics check, right?
Okay. 37. Wow,
Hey!
critical. Natural
Yay.
20.
Yes,
All right,
yes,
let's
yes,
see
yes.
how the oh. Okay.
plus 17.
Yeah, that's my athletics score.
All right. So you bull
Wow.
rush that thing right up into the spikes.
Damn.
Yeet.
Whoop.
Okay. It stabs into the spikes. You hear a voice that just goes from somewhere, and the thing just sticks into the spikes. You pause for a second to admire your handiwork, and it starts
we
moving.
all do.
Like its eye stalks are still coming down, pointing toward you.
Do I still have movement left?
Yes.
Okay, he's gonna dodge around the. No, he's gonna go stand in front of Caleb.
Okay.
Right.
You mean below Caleb?
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure that is technically leaving its threatened space, so it is going to attempt to bite at you.
Okay.
From 10 feet away?
It's not an eye ray, though. Well, these things are very big, and it just kind of like stuck into the spikes. So it's just like 5-10 feet off the ground at this point. But it's still close enough to get to him. 16 to hit you. Does that hit you?
No.
All right. So it gnashed its jagged, rotting teeth at you and did not hit. Okay. So the other beholders get to go. So this one is targeting Sarshan with an eye ray. Let's see.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
By the way, I did not end up on the turn order for some reason.
Oh no, did I delete you? What did you get
I don't
on
know. I was a
initiative?
3, so you haven't missed me.
Okay,
But
I haven't
just
missed you.
realized that I am not actually.
I'll just add you on there,
All right. Thank you.
assuming that it actually works. There we go. Okay. All right. So this one is going to unleash one of its eye rays at Sarshan.
You should wear Ray-Bans.
He will make a Constitution saving throw. Oh, he is still exuding his protective aura around him. So everyone nearby him that is within 10 feet, I believe, gets a +4 on all their saving throws.
Whoa, that's nice.
Yeah, well, Paladin. And Sarshan does barely make that saving throw. Oh, no. Sorry. It just took a while to show up. He does not. Okay. And what happens to him is he is bringing his sword around and he just freezes solid. Can't move.
Oh no.
All right.
That is multiple kinds of a problem.
Tsetseliya, your turn.
Maybe he's
Well-
blocking the doorway.
Yeah,
Kinda.
multiple kinds of a problem. Is he,
I mean,
is he
the,
just paralyzed? Is he paralyzed versus like being stone?
He appears to be paralyzed.
Okay. I
The
figure I
chicken-
know that
chicken
much.
skeleton made it. Just hobbled between his legs. So.
Well, I don't have anything useful to do, but I do have this wand of paralysis that Sturge gave me. Do I know enough about these things to know whether I think they are more hardy or intelligent? They haven't said anything.
Make
so
a knowledge religion check.
Religion?
Yep.
10. Okay. I don't know anything.
You can't really tell, but they seem like mindless creatures to you.
Okay. I will just go ahead and try to do the wand of paralysis because I don't have anything else, and I will try and zap it. It is a DC 15 Constitution.
Okay. Which one did you target?
The one that paralyzed Sarshan.
This one?
I'm gonna reach around the corner and try and zap it.
Okay. It does not succeed on its save, and you do indeed paralyze it.
Yes, the thing worked for. Well, I've only ever tried it once.
Yeah!
Okay,
It worked
but
for
it
once.
worked for once.
100% success rate.
50% success rate because it
Okay.
did not work the first time I tried it.
Oh, I see. All right.
So
Anything
anyway,
else?
it's paralyzed for a minute. It can repeat the saving throw at the end of its turn.
You used a wand on a giant eyeball and you're a witch. It's WandaVision. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna give Rogar
Good night,
inspiration. I feel real bad about it, but you get inspiration. Okay.
Sorry.
This one is going to unleash an eye ray. All right, let's determine which one. Boop. Let's determine which target.
I can only see Artemisia, right? Sorry, Artemisia.
It can see a couple people. It is going to attack Rogar, in fact.
Balls, we need Rogar. I mean, I love all of you.
All right, Rogar, I'm going to need a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right.
This is probably the right one to attack Rogar with.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, yeah, all right. So this ray of this ray of dark power comes toward you.
Whoa!
Like a skull, like it looks like a spectral skull coming screaming toward you, and you just it strikes you, but the power of your devotion fends it off, and you are not affected.
Ha Nanners.
All right, this one is blocked off by a skeletal chicken. So it is going to attack that skeletal chicken. 1 second. Oh, my computer chose this moment for the screen to start malfunctioning. Great. Okay. 1 second.
Why is that? You guys want to finish your conversation?
I was just thinking that. Yeah.
If the DM gives permission.
Yeah, go ahead. I figure you keep talking during battle. It's not a big deal.
Tsetseliya, close your ears.
Guys, I'm kind of busy right now. I don't care what you're talking about.
Yeah, so Artemisia, basically, I just thought you knew a lot about your sister, and then Sturge, you were really good at clandestine operations. So I think we should go investigate her past and maybe go to Rashomon. What do you guys think?
So we find out why the Gold Raven is how she is.
I think that there might be something in her past that would help us, maybe with figuring out the source of her powers and maybe where she deviated, and then maybe we can either redeem her or, block off her source of ability.
That's really smart. I mean, I don't like the idea of blocking something off, but it's still really smart. We should find out why.
Would we go to that other world's Rashomon or our world's Rashomon?
Oh, I was thinking our world's Rashomon, but maybe the other world's Rashomon will also yield answers. I don't know. We'll see. Let's just go and find out.
Skeletal chicken turns to dust, blasted by a green ray of disintegration. Poof! Took 55 force damage.
Oh my god!
Which one was it? Chicken than me.
Hi.
It's okay, we still have Sage. I have 5 of them left. Still have 1 more in reserve.
We'll all miss some Rosemary, but Sage is really always the favorite.
Yeah.
All right, that was the last of the beholder things. So Sturge, you were hiding.
Yeah, I was hoping one was going to come out so I could jump it.
Unfortunately, they are beset by skeletal chickens.
Well, it's awfully busy in here. So I think what Sturge will do is
abandon the rest of the party to die?
No.
Oh.
No. He's going to go. The one that seems to be causing mayhem is down here.
The one that's stuck in all the spikes? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I think I'm just going to go to this one that's closer. Does Sturge know that this one is right around the corner from him?
Oh, they're blasting eye rays like crazy. Yeah, you can tell them.
Okay, so he's going to...
saw a skull shoot out of there at Rogar.
he's going to whip around this corner and because he's gonna cast Shadow Blade, and
so now you have Whippy 2 and Shadow Whippy.
Yep. And
1.
Son of Whippy.
2, 3.
Son of Whippy and Mr. Whippy.
Son of Whippy and Shadow of Whippy.
Yeah. And so first attack is the it is Shadow.
Okay.
So let me do that. Alas, where is it? Shadow. Darn it. So I can't see past that thing. It's a 16 because it's 16.
Yeah, it is in the darkness, so you can you do have advantage. So yeah, 16 does hit. Yes.
Okay, so that's 14 psychic, and do I get? Yes, I have an ally within 5 feet of it.
You do. I mean, it's a skeleton chicken, but yeah.
Is that Sage our favorite?
But she kept saying.
No, Sage is still with you right now. That one is Time.
Time?
You wouldn't send Sage to be destroyed.
So 33 damage.
Not until it was our last option.
Yeah, I got it.
Like a G.
Instead of using Mr. Whippy, he's going to disengage and go right back around that corner.
Okay. Yep. The Beholder, if it had the capacity for rational thought, would probably be going, "What was that?"
Yeah.
All right. So the stuck Beholder, it's not making any effort to dislodge itself from the spikes. Instead, it is just going to attack. So we're going to pick a target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, it targets Tsetseliya with its eye ray.
Oh!
Okay,
I
Tsetseliya,
had a
make
really
me
bad day.
make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
11.
Oh no, Tsetseliya, you take 42 necrotic damage.
Whoa!
Oh!
I have inspiration, and I think I would like to use that. Can I do that
Oh
still?
yeah.
I mean, I don't know that it's gonna help. It's a 16.
It does. You
Oh,
only
that's
take-
good.
You only take 21 necrotic damage.
Well, you know what? I'll take it.
Awesome. Tsetseliya, you saw this ray coming, this life-draining ray, and somehow your will manifested the drive to just fight it off.
It's like,
All
not
right.
today.
Not today. All right, Mia, your turn. Your sister just got blasted by a ray of black death.
Yeah, she's pretty worried about that. Tsetseliya, she's gonna yell at you. Do you need healing, or should I attack it?
I think Tsetseliya's gonna go. Just smash it.
Okay, roger that. So Artemisia is quite worried, and so she reaches for a spell, and one occurs to her, and these motes of light come into being.
Oh
and
my god, here it is.
Her lightning spells are a little sort of like white-blue, and these are that same color, and they start to like orbit around her head, so she has this basically like sort of tiara type,
Like a crown of stars.
like a crown of stars. So do the spell, it makes the crown, and then as a bonus action, I send one of the motes towards a creature. So
Okay.
she is targeting the one that just hit Tsetseliya.
This one.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at the map. Whichever, I don't care.
It's this one.
Yep, okay. She's gonna hit that one. So it's a ranged spell attack, and that is 28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, so let me do some damage, and this is radiant damage.
is it? Okay.
Nice.
29.
Woo!
All right, that thing explodes in radiant doom,
Yes.
sending rotting pieces of Beholder all over the place.
And for anybody else, while the moats are like around her head, they're making a bright light right now because there's enough of them. So just
Oh,
so
Shadow
you know.
Whippy.
Stong looks at Artemisia and he says, "You look like a princess."
Pretty princess.
Thank
Alright.
you, I think.
Sarshan's turn. At the end of his turn, he gets to roll to see if he fights off the paralyzation. Okay, he does fight off the paralyzation. He is no longer paralyzed. He just kind of breaks free and pants. And he looks at Tsetseliya like, yeah, we got this. All right, Rogar, your turn. Oh my god. Something's going on with the mic. Just all the static.
Right. Rogar will advance. So he doesn't need to free Sarshan anymore. He'll do Flame Strike again. Why not? On this ball bag back here. No, he'd catch Sarshan in that blast. So he's gonna just cast
What is going on?
What is going on with the audio, man? It
We
is-
have gremlins.
Hi. He'll cast Protection against evil on Tsetseliya.
Okay.
And
Well, these things
Aberrations,
are definitely
aberrations.
undead.
Oh, undead. Okay, fair.
Yep.
Is that one?
Okay. Well, they were aberrations when alive, and they are undead now.
all right.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that'll do it.
Okay. That'll make it Kayla's turn. All right, Kayla, the target you had been striking at is now gone.
Okay. So is the noise still there?
It was, yeah. It's still kind of making noise.
All right. So, Shatter is a sphere, but can I target it specifically to make one of the spikes above with the beholder break off and fall down?
Yeah. You could theoretically affect the spikes and break them and make this little effect of doom. Yeah.
All right. Target
Effect of doom. What am I saying? Anyway.
this one.
Okay.
Gonna aim Shatter at the spike that's right above it and hopefully impale it.
Okay.
Shatter, shatter, shatter.
Shatter's just Constitution.
Okay. How big is the effect?
10-foot radius.
10-foot radius. Okay, it doesn't quite get Artemisia. Okay, so the first thing that happens is the creature failed the saving throw. So it takes a certain amount of thunder damage, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
3d8 thunder. 16.
16 thunder damage, okay? So this cacophonous blast just in that room. And the spikes above it just shatter. I just take full damage from the shatter spell and fill the room with a storm of shrapnel. Which, let's see, is the zombie very dexterous? Nope. It takes a good deal more damage. No, not all that much more damage. As pieces of spikes just sink into it and fill it full of holes. Artemisia, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity save as well as shrapnel starts flying out of that room.
Ooh. 21.
Okay, yeah, you succeeded. And I will say that because you're right next to the wall, you're able to kind of take cover and you take no shrapnel damage. Time, however, did not make it.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
All things have their time.
So we're past 9 o'clock. Do we want to stop in the middle of the combat, or do we want to try and resolve this before we're done?
I just want to take one more turn. I don't care about anything else.
This one is paralyzed.
Yes.
At
I've
the
been
end
waiting.
of each of its turns, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. So it's going to attempt to remove the effect.
Fail.
It did fail. Yeah,
Oh my god,
it's
yes!
paralyzed.
I've been waiting, yes.
All right, Stong.
This is what I've been hoping for. So, I guess the question is, when Tsetseliya paralyzed this thing, did she say anything?
Yes, I was very excited.
But
It was very.
Okay.
Did you not hear me crowing about
I-
how? I was like, it finally worked.
yeah, but I couldn't quite tell whether that was the happiness of success or the cursing of the wand only worked half the time. And so I think Stone was confused, like which half, which 50%,
Maybe you have
you know.
to make an insight check then.
Ooh, okay. I like it. Let's do it. 15.
You know me.
Yep.
Okay. So if he
At
knows
least
that.
like you think it's pretty good odds. It's maybe. I think your pick is pretty good odds.
2, 3, 4. Okay, he definitely wants to rush in there, then attack this thing twice while it's paralyzed.
Okay.
I also want you to know I gave this to you as a friend because I was very much looking forward to running in and stabbing it with my stupid little dagger.
Oh, I know.
Because I would crit. Because I
so
would get the
excited.
crit.
I know,
But-
exactly. But I'm also a half orc,
Wait,
so my
I
crits
know.
are better.
I know. It's better. It's better. I'll just feed it back into character stuff.
Ever
Very useless in
since you
combat.
got this wand of paralysis, I've been waiting. I'm like, yes, the crits are gonna rain. And I waited all this time.
Roll to attack with advantage, buddy.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll it twice, I guess.
Oh, well,
the
the first
deal
time,
with,
yeah, you definitely hit it.
What's the
Okay.
deal with half-orc crits?
They do, they have a savage extra damage on a crit.
Yeah. So how do you want to do that and for your crit rules?
Well, I can't believe this has never come up. We're level 13. And I don't think this has ever come up. But
This is
I
history
think,
you're watching, folks.
I think what happens is you just roll the additional die in addition to maximizing your damage. So maximum damage for the attack, then roll the attack damage die again, then roll the extra half arc damage die again.
You get a crit and a heavy crit mixed together.
Kind of.
Nice. Okay, so it's going to
So
be 8
that looks
plus
like
9.
Stream.
8 plus 9 plus 10 for the first attack. 27.
27. Okay. Kabam.
Then
right.
second attack.
It is not dead. Well, I mean, it is dead, but it's not moving.
24.
Yeah, you hit it again.
Okay. So 15
Oh.
plus 10 plus
yeah.
7. 32.
You know what? It is permanently dead.
Well, I mean, but like, it's not just dead. I'm just like it.
It is very dead. You just smash it down into the ground. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Tsetseliya. You're still super effective.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right. This beholder comes up closer to the door and is going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's going to attack Sarshan. That's a good plan. Okay.
Is that gonna go through me, or is it like a?
I mean, would you prefer it to hit you?
No.
okay.
Don't
Okay.
mistake me. I'm just curious if I need to do anything.
Yeah, no, you don't have to do anything. Sarshan finally fights off the paralysis, and he turns to Tsetseliya, and he's like, "Are you all right?" And then this blast of energy strikes him. And he ends up taking a certain amount of necrotic damage. Tsetseliya, it is now your turn.
Woo! Okay.
So you see Sarshan's skin start to pale as the life is drained out of him by the spell.
So I will turn and cast the Wand of Paralysis at that one that just zapped him. So it's again a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. Are you rolling? You're muted, I think.
All right. Yep, it did succeed on its save.
Oh!
unfortunately. Sorry.
Oh, bummer.
Okay.
This cannot stand.
Chat
Last
really-
beholder.
Chat really wants to know how the beholder bursted. Somebody said
Yep.
pop like a balloon, and then somebody else says, yeah, what happens when you bust the big eye? And then somebody else
Popped
says,
like a dead flesh balloon.
okay, gross.
I mean, imagine
All right.
like
Just rotting organs all over the place.
No!
You know when you have a nice
welcome.
big juicy blister?
Yeah.
Like, it's horrifying, but also
Thank you,
kind
Emily.
of relief.
Thank you.
All right, it is going to target Artemisia with its eye ray.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, Artemisia, make a Constitution save, please.
Okay. That is a 23.
Jeez. Okay.
My
You
die
made
likes
your
me
save.
tonight.
You're good. All right. It was a paralysis eye ray, but you made your save. Okay, Sturge. So there are two beholders still up. That one and this one.
Yep. He's going to do a little repeat of what he did.
Wait. Real quick, are we continuing then? Are we seeing this through to the end, or?
I think you can finish it up in one more round.
Okay.
Okay.
We're just going to
Let's
pop
just
out,
keep it snappy.
and repeat what he did before, which is Shadow Whippy.
That's actually inside its space.
Oh, well,
It's a large creature.
so you want me to back up a little?
I do.
Like
Anyway.
this? Okay. However close I need to be, and then Shadow Whippy.
Okay. Oh
is that
my word. You do crit, yes.
crit? Ooh.
Wow!
So let's do I double the sneak attack too?
Yes.
Okay. Oh wait, no, I don't have anybody there to help.
Oh,
There's no
times
sneak.
You
that.
do have Artemisia right there, though, and she is technically threatening its space, even if
Oh,
it
wow.
would be a very difficult attack. She's still
Okay.
technically threatening it.
Yes!
Oh my
Okay.
God. All right.
That's 65.
She's
Yeah, I
such
was
a threatening
definitely right.
princess.
You could definitely finish it up in one round.
Definitely want to just right in that big, tantalizing.
Yeah,
That's
it's coming
blistered.
for Artemisia, and its maw gapes wide, and you see this like spittle descending from its jaws, and Shadow Whippy just whips around and just boom, right through it, and it just falls apart around the blade.
I like that you pulled this like the Sturge surprise appearance on the beholder.
Yeah.
Like it's coming for Artemisia, and then all of a sudden Sturge is there. And it's
The
like,
beholder looks at you, and it goes, "Ah," And since you speak, deep speech or whatever, it's saying, "Where did you come from?" All right.
Okay. And then he's still got some movement, and he's gonna step in here.
Artemisia, your turn.
Okay.
So there's one beholder thing left.
One left.
One
I
left.
got 6 motes.
Bring it
man.
home.
So
Yeah.
he's gonna get one of them.
Bam.
So the attack roll is not as good. 18.
Does hit.
Okay.
Thing is big and not very fast.
Rolling damage. 22.
Okay. All right, still up. Sarshan's turn. Sarshan is going to lay on hands on Tsetseliya. I know that sounds like a little above PG-13, but he's just going to heal Tsetseliya a little bit.
Tsetseliya is only vaguely annoyed that she's taken damage and dealt so little. But how much?
How much damage have you taken?
I am down 42 points right now from before and this.
All right,
I took
he is going to
21.
heal you 20 hit points. All right.
I am appreciative, even though I am annoyed that I need it.
Yeah, no, he touches the sides of Tsetseliya's face and he's like, "It's fine. We got this. We got this. You did amazing. That was great.
Stop! You're making it worse.
Oh, sorry. You could have done better."
You don't just hit the things.
All right, Rogar's
Oh, he
turn.
sounds just like my dad.
It's
You're making it weirder, Strong. You're making it weirder.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Rogar, what you gonna do?
I flame strike the bastard, and
Alright.
my blessed lady, strike you down, and a column of flame,
It does
red
not
and
succeed on
orange
save.
and golden yellow, just
Takes 24 damage. Oh man. He's almost down, but not quite.
it's
Caliph.
mostly dead. Mostly dead.
It's like
Caliph,
one
bring it on
crossbow
home.
bolt. Nah, Caliph got it.
Spike, 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 spike.
Oh my god, throw Sage at it.
Emily, Caliph, with a certain amount of experience with zombies, does know about zombie persistence, undead fortitude,
Oh no.
so that zombies do sometimes pop up if you don't kill them with either a critical hit or radiant damage. Not saying you necessarily have those options, but if you do, this might be the time. Anyway,
Caleb doesn't have radiant damage stuff.
all right, go ahead. Do your thing.
I did once.
All right, shatter, shatter, shatter. Gonna try and spike this one again from the ceiling.
I mean, Sage maybe does radiant damage.
I want to point out that just also massive damage is a good idea, if possible. All right,
Oh, just massive amounts of damage, huh?
massive amounts of damage.
All right, let's do shatter at 6th level.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Love it.
That's gonna make a mess.
That's gonna be a 23.
Did you roll to attack with Shatter? Because I'm pretty sure it's a saving throw. Which he did not
yes,
make.
you're correct. It's a Constitution saving.
Which
Did not
he
make.
did not make.
Cool.
I say he, but it's really an it. Oof.
33.
33, and then spikes explode for an additional, only 2 additional damage. 35 damage. Okay. All right. Its Constitution save for Undead Fortitude is 40. Well, shit, man.
Can it make 40?
If it rolls a natural 20, it can, but it
Okay.
did not. So, it is very, very dead. Like, you shatter it, and you shatter the spikes, and they all come down and just reduce it to pulp.
It's like the opposite of prestidigitation. It's just like.
Good job, Caitlin.
All right, the beholders are dead.
Nice.
Huzzah!
And then you hear a
out of
voice
here?
that says, "Uninvited guests,
Oh my god.
please stay a while and listen."
Oh God, let's hug and get out of here.
And that's all the time we have for tonight.
How
Tune
the
in
hell
next
do
week
we
to
end
see
up?
what happens with the irregulars next time. I have been Eric Scott DeP, the DM of this campaign, most of the time. Sometimes there are guests, and we're looking forward to doing a few guests this year, and it'll be amazing. We got cool stuff planned. Otherwise, take it away, Aaron.
I'm Aaron M. Evans. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron M. Evans. You can listen to my podcast, Writing About Dragons and Shit, with B. Dave Walters and Trevor Bettis. A new episode just dropped today, so download it wherever you download your podcasts. You can listen to me with those guys every Wednesday at 11 a.m. on twitch.tv/CNE Games for Champions of Lore, where we talk about the lore behind our sponsor, Idle Champions of Forgotten Realms. And lest I forget, come back to this channel on Monday at 1:30 for Concentration Check, and join me as we get some work done. Do some co-writing sprints and that fun stuff. And also, just in case I forget to mention it, my upcoming book, Empire of Exiles, is now on Goodreads, so please add it to your shelf so that you can get more
Cool.
information when stuff comes up.
I've been Rhiannon Held. Check out my books under Rhiannon Held and RZ Held. Newest stuff is my space opera under RZ Held, the Amsterdam Institute series. Coming next month, I should have a short story. So once that goes live, so I'll have the link for that sort of thing. But for any of our writing, check out dungeonscrawlers.com. We write a variety of genres, so you're sure to find something that you might like to try out. And tonight, thank you to our moderators, Myrdug, Shay, Seldrine earlier, and Rumpus Imperator.
Hi, I'm Ying Wang, and yeah, we don't have any giveaways or whatever tonight, but stick around. We're gonna be raiding another channel, and I think we're gonna raid Dork Tales this time around. Love the name of the channel.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
Hi, I'm Stephen Merlino. You can also find our past videos on our YouTube channel, linked on our Twitch page below. Be sure to click subscribe to support us and the bell to get notified as we add new content. And if you haven't checked out Shiny's new Speakeasy Kickstarter, it's pretty cool. Just check it out, see what he's up to. And there's a link on our website.
And yeah, I'm Randy Henderson. Thank you all so much for, riding along with us on this adventure again. And come join us over on the Discord for continued community chatting about the stream, about writing, about books, about hobbies, about life. And then if you're new to the stream, you can learn more about us on our website. You can find recaps of all our past episodes, info on the characters and players and everything else over there. So thanks, everyone.
And Emily.
It's been so long since we had everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, Em.
Take us away.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say bye. We had a lot of fun popping eye cards like brains or blisters or gas bags or whatever you.
Those are zombie beholders.
Sorry, I was busy looking up the Goodreads link, so
Thank you for doing
missed
that. I appreciate
who
it.
had gone and who hadn't.
Yeah. No worries.
No worries.
Okay. Thank you everybody, and until next time, stay scrawly.